Okay, so MrBeast uploaded this video titled, I helped 2,000 people walk again. And after he had uploaded the video, he went on to make this post where it basically calls out America, or I guess just the US government. So I haven't watched this video yet, so we'll see how it does and see if he does any more callouts in the video, and then see how it has been talked about on X. Okay, so right away you can see that the video already has 1 million likes. It hasn't even been up for 10 hours, so good showing already. So let's just see what goes on in this video.
In this video, we're gonna help 2,000 people walk again. The video you are about to watch is unlike anything we've ever done. Walking is something most of us take for granted every day. But for millions of amputees all around the world, they don't have that same luxury.
Chat, you gotta be grateful for what you have. I remember hearing this one saying, and you know, it sticks in your mind just throughout living life. It's something like, a healthy person wants 1 million things, but a sick person only wants one thing. And, you know, just gotta be grateful.
But in this video, for 2,000 people, that is about to change.
I was in a car wreck when I was 17. That's how I lost my feet.
And to kick things off, we're going to help Stephanie.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. We're so excited you're here.
This is your brand new leg. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right, you ready to stand up?
How much does this all cost?
But to be honest, we could not have pulled this off without the help of some incredible people.
We replace limbs that people have lost.
What's a typical cost for someone to get like a prosthesis like this?
Anywhere from 5 to 50,000.
And it sounds crazy, but most of the people in this video either cannot afford insurance or did not have adequate coverage.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, well, can't you just save up? It's not, dude, I don't want to sound out of touch, but it's not really that much amount of money for something that you really, really want is like super effective in your life. But then again, it's like, well, if they only have, from what we see, like people with like one leg, they can't really get a job in that case where they're going to be constantly on their feet or have to use their feet. And so they're stuck to a very, 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 very limited amount of jobs. So even if they want to get a job to save up for it, it's going to be tough for them to find a job that's suitable for their current situation. And MrBeast brings this up too in one of the expos, which we'll go over later.
And they might not have ever walked again. And if insurance doesn't cover that, what do you do?
You
Oh my God, insurance.
hope and fundraise and pray that someone like you comes along.
That comment that she made is, that is a little bit of a weird thing to say, but I mean, while it might be true, I don't know how to feel about that comment that she just said.
Hope and fundraise and pray that someone like you comes along.
Pray that someone like you comes along. It's just like this high appraisal type of thing. Is like, okay, dude.
This would take me about 10 years.
Wait, to buy this on your own would have taken 10 years?
Yes.
That's
50K, 5K a
Chandler!
year.
Obviously, that's not okay. So we're gonna send you home with $10,000.
This is a day in my life I would never forget.
No problem. You came in with one leg, and now you're leaving with two.
Just that doom, that cinematic doom sound effect.
Everything's twice as hard as it used to be. I played tennis all the time with the family, but I'd be happy just being able to stand up and do the dishes.
Okay, let's see how your new leg fits.
That's what I'm talking about, Chad. It's like,
All right, he's getting right into it.
It's a good feeling to
while you
stand
have
up.
it,
All right.
Whoa, how's it feel?
and hope to have for the
I'll
rest
tell you
of your
what,
life.
it makes you smile.
For Travis, there's a special occasion coming up that he just can't do sitting down.
My daughter's been planning her wedding since she was 3, 4 years old.
I've always dreamed of having my dad walk me down the aisle.
It's just awesome.
You got this.
First step. You wanna go for it? Wow, he's walking better than some of the people with one leg. Well, you're making this look easy.
I'm just ready to start running.
What's it like to see him walking?
It's awesome.
I'm excited.
No
That'd
hands.
be great. Being
No
much more
hands.
accessible. Whoa.
Now you can walk her down the aisle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, have
Walk it
all the
down,
daughter
do the
dance.
Yep.
I know this wedding is important to all of you, which is why I asked your soon-to-be husband how much the wedding would cost. And on this,
Yeah, I was about to say, so... cynicism. Having a wedding, but not... Well, not that you 100% owe it to your dad, but like... Dude, you know what I'm... I don't know, man, just having a wedding, but yeah, you don't owe it to your dad. So, fair enough, it's just the cynicism in me comes out, you know. Alright, but let's go back.
which is why I asked your soon-to-be husband how much the wedding would cost.
And on this wheelchair is the exact amount. We're gonna cover the entire cost of your wedding, and now your dad can join you down the aisle.
Thank you.
So that's like double the good.
Thank you for not telling her. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. The real question though is, are we invited?
Yeah.
Gotta bring some feastables.
Oh, deal. He wasn't kidding. Later in this video, we actually do go to Travis's daughter's wedding. And while we're paying for all the
Well, yeah, the Feastables is doing good, but dude, anytime I see something like that, I just gotta call cringe on it. I don't know. Let's make it a thing. Let's have it be a meme.
And while $5,000 to $50,000 is already too expensive for most people, that price tag is felt even heavier in developing countries, which is what brought me to Guatemala.
One of the ways that prosthetic care gets delivered to the poor is poor technology.
So what makes it so expensive?
Very expensive pieces of technology.
Did he just ask him what makes it so expensive? He said the technology makes it expensive. Kind of gives me the solecism. It gives me like the vibes of like, so I bought a property in Egypt and they give you the property.
I bought a property in Egypt, and what they do for you is they give you the property.
So what makes it so expensive?
Like very expensive pieces of technology.
And David found a simple way to
yeah, exactly what I said about the properties in Egypt meme.
I could have sworn that was your truck. If it's not, why does it say romp on the side? We worked with the staff, none of them told them.
This brand new $65,000 truck is fully equipped to traverse even the most difficult terrain.
Thank you guys.
Congrats, man. Let's go break it in by giving away some legs.
All right.
If you guys can hike this mountain, you can do anything. I'm proud of you. Proud of you guys.
My family, my financial status, and everything I know is gonna change.
And from there, we went to the Philippines.
Yeah, man, not only do they save the money on not having to... I mean, we already kind of talked about this, but another point that it brings up is like, not only do they have to not worry about spending the 5 to 50K that it costs to get the new limbs, but then they're also going to be able to get a job with the functions of their new limbs, now being almost as able as like an abled person doing their jobs, and they get themselves more money and will put themselves in a better position.
And after visiting countries all around the world and witnessing 2,000 first steps, I'm glad to say we could help change the lives of so many people all across the world. But as you'll remember from earlier in this video, we still have a wedding we need to attend.
Of having my dad walk me down the aisle.
I'm about to cry, dude.
A great scene. Something that
This
they
is awesome.
dreamed of.
Now I'm happy to give you all Mr. and Mrs. Anderson.
Watching Travis walk his daughter down the aisle made me reflect on all the people's lives who were impacted throughout this video.
I was able to walk her down the aisle. It was just amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Dude, they got the whole thing.
Hey guys, I wanted to end this video.
Okay, so before we get to you, Jimmy. So yeah, this wedding doesn't even look like an over extravagant one. So yeah, W them. It kind of makes me take back a little bit of what I said earlier. But yeah, W for having a nice wedding and not being super over extravagant over it.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Hey guys, I wanted to end this video a little differently than normal, and I wanted to say that the fact that some of these people had insurance and were denied, some of these people had insurance but didn't have the right coverage, it just doesn't sit right with me. Their only hope right now of getting a prosthetic leg so they can walk again, so they can go get a job, is for a YouTuber to step in and help.
That is so fucked up. Dude, these damn insurance companies are the worst. It's like, well, it's not even just America. I would assume it's probably like worldwide too, but in America, I saw someone the other day say that the two worst things in America are taxes and insurance companies, especially with what happened with the wildfires in California. Dude, it's like insurance companies are the worst things. Insurance companies are just so bad, dude. I know it's like the popular thing to shit on them, but dude, they really are so messed up.
Help them, which is absurd. I don't know what the answer is, but I wanted to say this so the 100 million people watching this can get inspired, because what I saw when filming this video is just obviously not okay. So anyways, thanks for watching.
Yeah, good on MrBeast for calling out the way that things are right now. And you know, just like him, like I myself, I also don't know the answer, but the people up in power that have the potential to get so much closer to the answer with all the resources they have. I mean, I don't want this to be a government bad type of little rant that I'm going here, but yeah, it's just like they have so much power and capability of getting stuff done for stuff like this, and a lot of it's just wasted and stuff. But yeah, this is how the MrBeast video ends. And let's read the comments here. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for helping do good in the world. You are incredible. Glad you are the one with the platform you have. Yeah. WB's philanthropy. 2,000 smiles and uncountable blessings. Isn't this the definition of changing lives? Not just 2,000 smiles, but like the family and friends around him. It's like makes it so much better too. Okay, so MrBeast video there, of course. You know, WB's philanthropy once again. So not only did MrBeast make the comments here at the end of his video, but he went over to his X account and he posted, just uploaded a video where we helped 2,000 amputees walk again. Many lived in America and it feels so disgusting that in a country with this much wealth, a fucking YouTuber is their only option to get a prosthetic leg. We need to fix this. And in the response we see here that this Emily Saxton person said, absolutely love this video and I love the message you share at the end. Keep on helping people. And it was the
hey guys,
the clip that we saw at the end of where MrBeast was talking. He replies to it with a heart. Okay, and while some people might say that like we don't know what the answer is there, we do have some posts like this one here from Matt Wallace saying, what is the profit margin on the prosthetic leg? How much does it cost to make? Best way to lower costs is to produce them with robots. Can also have robot doctors for the procedure. Probably. But then I saw this comment over here that says, well, first off, there is this funny little meme here. Another government bad type of post. Imagine stealing 30% of everyone's money and being $36 trillion in debt. I don't see how that's entirely relatable to this post, but government bad. But we do have this guy here saying getting cheaper by day. Probably true. I haven't looked into it, but you know, that's a thing. Our national debt is over $36 trillion. With the idea we are wealthy is a construction and not accurate at all. We're borrowing from our great grandchildren. They will be stuck footing the bill. Pretty much. Ricky Berwick. You know, one thing that I thought about here too, whenever he's like, it feels so disgusting that in a country with this much wealth, like I wonder if he would call out Elon, which I'm surprised that I haven't seen that many people bring up Elon here, or at least not that I've seen yet. But you can't really call out Elon because pretty much most of his wealth is just in stock assets, a lot of it in Tesla obviously, so you can't really go after Elon in this type of thing. At least I don't think so. A bunch of other people would say differently, but I don't think so. You can't really go after Elon here. But what I could see is that you could go after the government, and of course government bad take, but I mean, what else could it be? And then this puberty site, which dude, puberty is such a weird name. Puberty over here posts, MrBeast says the US healthcare system needs to be fixed after helping 2,000 people walk it again in his latest video. And it's just like the clip again. And MrBeast made another post in response to that saying, a lot of the people we helped walk again literally couldn't work because they could not walk. Even if you look at this from a purely economical lens and not a moral lens, helping them allows them to work and pay taxes. So I generally can't comprehend why we don't. That's another thing, dude. That's what I was saying earlier. It's just like, okay, you could sure spending $5,000 to $50,000 on a single person to get a prosthetic leg to be able to function in the world more so again. Sure, you might foot the bill there, but then you're more than likely gonna make it back over the coming years and decades. That's another thing. It's like, I think they could, I mean, I don't want to say prioritize certain people, but it would make more sense to prioritize the government, to prioritize giving them to like younger people. So like people that got into an unfortunate accident in their teens, or they were just essentially kind of maybe born like that, or someone in their 20s, and you know, get to them first, and then you can start working up and up and up as you're getting the tax money back. I don't know, dude. I'm not an economics guy, but I mean, just common sense says that it's just bound to be beneficial to everybody. As long as they pay their taxes, though. Say louder for those in the back. Lobbyists. Dang lobbyists. Hard to criticize someone who commits his own time, money, and effort to solve important problems. Yep. He earns at least a fair discussion of his ideas. Yep. By the way, I'm totally not saying this in hoping to get a free box of chocolate bars. Cringe. A Lamborghini or $1 million. Make a big stink about this. You and Elon Musk can literally fix this through public pressure and economic support to force change. Yes, using your influence is good. What else did he say? We all would be hugely in your debt. Yes. So this guy kind of gets it too. Is like, don't shit on Elon and MrBeast because they're rich or wealthy, and like, oh, you should do more. Have them like use their influence, their power, them being in higher power than a lot of people out there, to make change. Don't just be telling them, Elon, you're worth $400 billion. Just give away $1 billion and you're still rich, because that's not how it works, you know, stock assets. But influence, using influence, that is a great thing. This would be free in the UK, is it? MrBeast didn't go to the UK in that video, huh? When is Beast Games 2 and where's my invite, lol? I think Elon Musk will enter the insurance space because of Tesla and eventually into health insurance because of Neuralink. That's a pretty bold prediction. Or pretty bold thought. Mark Cuban has been doing a lot with healthcare. Team Up makes sense. Mark Cuban is another big W in the... It's just in the world in general. He's doing good with the prescription with his cost plus drugs, his cost plus project. Yeah, see, and the reason why I wanted to talk about that today is because I was just getting it a bunch of times in my feed about MrBeast calling out the U.S. for this stuff. So here we have Scuba Ryan, 33K likes. The Exerta posted about it, 94K likes. It's just like super U.S. Well, the healthcare system is bad, but you know, it's just like super easy thing to agree with him on. And I also saw this other post here from Murph that was in response to MrBeast over here saying that that we need to fix this. Murph over here posted, a lot of orgs/churches actually help millions of people every year, but you don't hear about it because they don't make ad revenue by turning needy people into content. This is just another one of those situations where it's like, it's kind of like MrBeast just does it for the video type of thing. And while they may be true, he's probably done a whole lot more off camera, which from what I hear, that he does a bunch of other stuff off camera. I wouldn't oppose that he did the same here. I think he also did much more off camera in regards to that video. But she still has like a point too. Like it's not like everybody out there is just completely not doing anything. Again, I haven't looked into this, but it does make sense that a lot of orgs and churches out there are actually helping a bunch of people out there. To this degree, I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's completely false, but I'm sure there are a bunch of projects out there helping a bunch of people out there in the way that MrBeast helped in his video. So we have these kind of two different types of replies. Murphy for the win, I can't stand him. Missing the entire point. Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, it's polarizing either way. But in the end, the people got their new legs. MrBeast comes out looking better and philanthropy does its work. And it gets a whole discussion going on around the topic. So it's just like a win-win-win all around. I don't want to be cringe and say like something must be done, but this was a good thing that MrBeast did. Almost no reason to shit on him completely here. W MrBeast. Hey, post edit Kevin here. So as I was getting this video done or whatever, more news came out on the current MrBeast situation. So we had Scuba Ryan here post r/YouTube took down MrBeast statements criticizing the US healthcare system as it was going viral. So on r/YouTube this post was made where MrBeast was calling out the US healthcare system, and it was going viral, 70,000 plus likes, and it just got taken down by r/YouTube for whatever reason. And MrBeast saw that and said, yeah, was on track to hit the front page of Reddit. Such a shame that the mods on r/YouTube will do anything to censor MrBeast unless it's negative about me. Then it's magically fine. And to that, Team YouTube on X, they said, just in case like people were under the false assumption that YouTube runs r/YouTube, Team YouTube on X, they said, for those asking, r/YouTube is a fan-run subreddit, is not owned by or affiliated with YouTube in any way. And that was just the update there, the latest that I feel like I had to add here. Yeah, super messed up for r/YouTube to do that. As I say, fuck the US healthcare system, fuck insurance companies in these cases, and W MrBeast.